the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Wolverines will put total leather and will get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Making side adjustments here. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Works the middle of the field. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay.
He's got it. 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Flushed out of the pocket. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Hill. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. 1st drive of the game. You want to pay it off and just put some points up on it.
Well, and see,
Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
and I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
So Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Oh, they're after him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. First down here for the offense. To the air on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Finds his man. It's Green. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fires to the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Smashes ahead. Touchdown Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Coming out with it, it's Perry. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Solid run on the last play sets this offense up on first down. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Breaks the tackle. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He'll do it himself. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. Looking for a crease. It's Valentine. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it 14. And the Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it. It's Davison.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Timeout, Michigan. Right down,
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Boyd. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Valentine. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Under fire. That's caught. It's Davison. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Ducks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Mays. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Boyd. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Working that left side. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. He wants to throw it again. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop, you go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Give to the back. Picks up the first down. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Release to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fires to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Ducks started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And that pass was knocked down, but I don't think it's going to help the defense. I think they jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Caught, close to the blocker, it's Perry. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the right side. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's the open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be looking to run. And that gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll try the run. stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Mays. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They're going to ride this running back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fleming. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fires to the big fella. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more pulls running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense.
Pulls it in down the sideline. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands. It's Davison. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Ducks are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Quickly to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. Just keeps slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Davison. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about...
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Michigan offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Pressure coming. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a big gain. Grabs it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Now the play fake. Buying some time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Using his legs, it's Davison. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Hauls it in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he crushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.